I noticed that where I work, when they told the students to just support and resistance, their support and resistance was not supporting and resisting. And this thing happens to mostly new traders. If you have been trading for a long while or for a while, support and resistance is not something that you're going to find difficult. But that aside, let me tell you four things that you have to keep in mind when trading with support and resistance. And let me even ask you this question. If you want to draw support and resistance, how many points do you think is gonna make your support and resistance strong, valid? Is it one? Is it two? Like how many points do you need to see for you to say, okay, yes, this level is a very strong support and resistance? Let me know in the comment section. And when you're done with that, subscribe so that we can go into the chat. I will show you an actual trade that I took so that you can see more like an info on the guidelines to follow when you're actually in a live market. When trading support and resistance, you have to know that you need to let the point connect. So for a support and resistance to be valid, it needs to connect to at least 2 points. So look at this current market on GBP JPY. See where price is. Do not come and do this and then you draw here and say, okay, this is a support. You're looking for price to come and hit here. At this point, you're just guessing that price might come and hit here. For you to actually have a solid support and resistance, you need to see at least 2 points connecting. Let's go to the 1 week time frame so I show you something actually valid. Now you can see this market clearly. Price has showed as a strong support, a strong resistance rather. I meant to say resistance in the previous example I showed. You can see this point. Price has touched and reversed. You need to make sure that price touches that point, reverses, touches that point again, reverses. That is how you know your solid support and resistance. Now, if you look at this current place that price is in, you see that price, we're hoping that price will fall from here, but price is looking like it's gonna break it, and that's another reason that we're gonna talk about later on in this video. I do not want you to go around wishing and getting your support and resistance level. I actually want you to do something that is sustainable, something that is solid. The second thing you need to consider as a trader, do not draw support and resistance on every time frame, because one thing I notice with traders is they do not have patience. They just want to see every bit a tiny thing and then force an entry on the market. You shouldn't be doing that as a trader who wants to be profitable and consistently profitable long term. You need to look for, if it is a high, is a particular time frame you want to use, stick to that time frame and use it. I recommend you stick to support and resistance level from a higher time frame, because you know that one is stronger. I suggest you use a place that you see price has retested strongly over a period of time when drawing your support and resistance. So do not go to the 1 week, you draw a support, go to this go to the daily, you draw a support, go to the 4 hour, you draw a support, go down to every time frame, even go down to 1 minute time frame, and then you draw support. Before you know, see how your chart will be looking like. Of course, there are some people who their strategy, they need to have several lines on your charts, but if you are using support and resistance, you do not need to mark every single support and resistance on on your chart, on your, yeah, on every single time frame. So you gotta find the one that you want, the one that is comfortable with you, the one that you have practiced with. Because trust me, you're going to see support and resistance on every single time frame. So the third thing you want to have in mind and not do is, do not force support and resistance into every setup. You're not gonna always see it in the market, and that is fine. That is fine. Not okay, you're waiting for support and resistance on the 4 hours, and then you're not currently seeing something solid. Then you now go down to the 1 minute, you go down to the 15 minutes, just so that you find support and resistance, just so that you're going to draw support and resistance. if you don't see it, wait. The market is in abundance. It's always gonna show you a nice setup, a high probability setup. The only thing it requires of you is to be patient and let it play out. If you go around forcing it every time, you're still gonna keep on hurting yourself mentally, emotionally, and then financially because you're using money to trade. And no matter how much you're using to trade, it's a sacrifice on your part. So you don't want to go about losing money to the financial market. Number four, not trust. Do not trust it blindly. Hope you've noted everything we've been saying so far. Hope you've written it down. Hope you're gonna go and practice it because that's the end goal. It's not just to watch several videos, it's to make sure you're implementing. You're watching videos that's gonna help you. You're not just watching it for fun, watching it for aesthetics, and then you go back and look for the next cool chill video to watch. Make sure you're practicing whatever it is that you're watching. So with that being said, look at this point. Look at this point. Look at it closely. We can say market is heading towards this place, right? But at some point, market can break this structure. So the particular goal of this point is to let you know that because you're seeing a support and resistance here, does not mean that once price reach there, bam, you have entered. You don't want to care. You have stuck. You don't want to care. You need to have other things attached to your support and resistance. Same way if you're trading other blocks, same way if you're trading with trend lines, you're trading price action, you need to make sure that there are other confluence attached. You cannot just trust your support and resistance level blindly. Like you can see, price this level is a strong, solid level. If price even breaks from here, price is gonna come back to this level. I can assure you that. Let me show you on the 1 hour time frame. Are you seeing? Are you seeing what I'm telling you? Price has broken this level, retested on this level. Price is still dancing. And see, see something. Price got to this our support, right? This our resistance. What am I calling resistance support? Price got to this our level. And price dropped. I took this trade. I was on this move, this particular move. But then you see price came back again. You see, price did not drop, price did not go lower like it did in previous times. So I don't know if you noticed. Price, let's go to the 4 hour. Let me show you something. 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 See, at this point, at this particular point, price dropped. Price came here again. Price dropped. But see, when price got here, when price got to this particular point, it did not drop like down to this extent. Rather, it broke. So say you had a position here and you're already in profit. Price could come and take you out. And say whatever other reasons you did not join this move and you're saying, okay, yes, this is a support, this is a valid strong support. I must find a sell there. If I don't see a sell there, then it's me and this market today, it's me and this market today. You're gonna be in losses, right? You're gonna be in losses. However, there's something called market risk when it comes to forex trading, which you cannot avoid completely. That's why they said being a profitable trader is not about having, or it's not about all your trades being profit. It's not about all your trades being in blues and you winning all your trades. About managing your losses, having more wins, and all of that. So in that light, market risk is something that must happen to every single trader where you do not control where the market, you don't control how the market reacts. You say at this, see now, we say at this support price is supposed to sell, but at this support price broke and price is now doing what it is doing. So that is market risk. And you need to also put that in mind. That's why they're telling you do not trust support and resistance level blindly. Let's get into the thing I said. I just thought while I was making this video, and let me share with you. You should understand that a support can become a resistance, and a resistance can become a support. So let me show you an example. Look at this point. This is our what? resistance. Let me type that out. But you can see price broke it and then came and used here as a support. This is resistance turn support. Let me see if I can find support turn resistance. So this is a support level. This place was acting as a support for this move. Price got here, did what it did, got here, reversed. Price got to this place, but it didn't go up. It came down, broke that level. So that is a support turn resistance. I'm I'm glad that at this point there is value that we are both gaining from this video. But now if you want to trade a support and resistance, this is what you're going to do exactly before I show you my own trade. This goes for both a support and resistance. Just apply it vice versa in any situation you find yourself. Pay close attention. Subscribe at this point if you haven't. Once you see price at your support and resistance level, have a confidence because number one thing, we do not want to be trusting our support and resistance level blindly. So we want to be trading smart. Do you get me? Now, are you waiting to see an engulfing candle? Are you waiting to see a doji pattern? Okay, which time frame am I looking to make this trade? Am I trading off the 4 hours? Am I trading off the 1 hour? At my support level, I'm waiting to see a change of character. After waiting to see a change of character, I'm waiting for a candlestick pattern. Then when I see my candlestick pattern, I enter. If it is a sell or a buy, I put my stop loss above the um most recent high or low, depending on the market I am trading. So let me show you a trade I took so that you understand how this thing works. This is the weekly time frame. Price has not done all of this. Let me put a demarcation so that you. So at this point, Price has not done this blue part. That was last week. So this was the weekly candle. Now let's go to our daily time frame. Remember, price has gotten our support and resistance. I am looking for price to show me why I need to enter based off this information I have. I go down to the 4 hour time frame and price, let me just say price opens at this point. Market opens at this point. I can't remember the exact place market opened. Well, of course, market opened on a Monday. And on the Monday, I'm not looking to make any trade. So this move, this move, let me draw it out clearly. This move happened on a Monday. You can if you notice my the support, the resistance level is not directly on the candlestick because that's a whole zone, like it's not straight, it's not like a trend line where it must touch the tip. So it's just a whole zone, like all this area is the whole zone. I want you to have that in mind. So this move happened on a Monday and I was not looking to trade because price did not show me why I'm going to enter. I waited. So on Tuesday, I went down to my 1 hour time frame because that's where I make my entries on. I went down to see, okay, has price showed me that it's ready to, move. So on Tuesday, right, in the evening, I think it was Monday evening, I can't remember the exact date, but price made this move, like this straight move, right? You can call this your order block, this level your order block. But price made this move, and I said, okay, that if price has made this move, right? Price is gonna come back to this level. Price is gonna come back to this level. But I know I have been trading this pair for the past 2 years, and it could be so funny. I told you in that vlog, you're gonna see it if you watch it. I told you, but based off the way this pair moves, price might react from here. This place, this resistance that on support is not a strong resistance level, but just know that it's a level that price has been bouncing off. I said price might come and react on this level, and this was what price did. Price reacted on this level. I think all of these things even happened within Monday and this thing. So price reacted on this level because I had a pending order on this place. I had a pending order here, and then My God, I have several lines on this chart. And then I had my stop loss here. So price did not give me that move, right? But I identified my support zone, waiting for price to do a change of character. Price did with this move. So I'm hoping that price is gonna see price will give us this double top. I was hoping that price will come back into the zone, but price didn't. But now knowing how this pair moves, that price might react off this level. I banked on that. And so when price did this thing that it did, so when price did this thing that it did, I said, okay, fine. Price has showed us that it is now bearish. I'm going to look for where price leaves quickly. And that was this level here. Oh my goodness. That was this level here. That was where price left quickly. And then as I saw this move, this particular bearish move, I set my limit order here. And then, oh my goodness. And then set my stop loss there. And then I had a support that I drew my this thing down to. I had a support around this area. So I took several positions and I took out partials. I had a trend line that was showing me that price might act funny. And I know this price don't always get to that particular trend line that you're looking at. So I just had it in mind. Price did this move. And this was over, I think it was over 100 pips. It was over 100 pips on my MetaTrader. And that was how I was able to, bank on this move. Let's talk in the next section.
So now that you've known these four things, I want to do something really quick. Pick your favorite pair. After you've picked your favorite pair, I want you to make this analysis, draw your support and resistance, and then when you're done, post it on TikTok. My TikTok is still Fit Trader, so just tag me on TikTok. If you can do it here on YouTube, you can also tag me if that's possible. Because I do not know if you can actually tag somebody here on YouTube, but then if you can, of course, go ahead. I need to see your analysis. After that, I want you to like and subscribe so that we can be seeing each other and talking to each other often. I'm gonna see you, or you're gonna see me in the next video.